So today I'm gonna actually do Reno's overview. So first thing I want to talk about is Reno's weapon. So currently I'm using the Narwhal. The Narwhal is attack plus 44 when you max it out, that is. And equipped unit combat damage dealt 33.4%. His secondary weapon he could use is gonna be the Octopus, which is this one. Effect hit rate plus 19.5% at base. After the equipped unit attacks a kaiju that already has a debuff or status alignment, equipped unit ultimate gauge 34.5. That'd be one of his best weapons. Other than that, let me go show you. You go over here, shop, proof of valor. This is another viable option, which if you miss out on his gun, which I may, depending on how today go, the following effects will only activate a character whose optimal weapon type is assault rifle. I mean, I don't know what that text is there. Attack plus 28. At the start of the battle, applies speed plus 4%, 3 turns to all allies, so it buffs the whole team. After the equipped unit activates the ultimate, applies attack plus 6 for 2 turns to all allies. Now that. Okay, so attack plus 39 at max, 5.6 for speed for 6 turns. I mean by that, 3 turns. And after the equipped unit activates ultimate, attack plus 8.4 for all allies. So this one's gonna buff the whole team with speed and attack. Now, his best weapon is supposed to be, hold on, pickup metal. This one right here. After equipped unit activates combat skill, applies ice damage, dealt plus 8 for 3 turns, and ultimate gauge charge rate plus 7% for 3 turns to the equipped unit, max 2 stacks. So basically, you double that, that's 16% ice damage, and then 14% on the charge rate for your ultimate. This is why this would be his best weapon. I'm gonna have to do one more summon on any one of those banners, because I kind of just figured out how this worked last night. But whenever you do the gotchas, you have your red summons and you have your blue summons. Technically it's like Black Up Devil, don't question that too much. It's the metal. The metal is this color right here, which is blue. So basically I didn't realize it. Oh, I learned that just now. When you click on it, it pops up immediately. When you have enough of these medals, you can get those characters. When you have enough of these medals, you can get those characters. So I truthfully need to summon one more time on any one of these characters. I'm gonna probably summon Femina one more time to see if I can get her. If I can't, then I'm gonna just go ahead and get Reno's weapon. Simple as that. But let's not get too distracted here. So you know what? Let me do it like this so I can show you the max stats of the person. Right here. Character details. There we go. Alright, so let's look at base stats on Reno and the max stats of Reno. So HP, attack, defense, 234, 154, 108, 105 on speed. You can look at more stats by clicking this button right here. I don't know the plus 28 is coming from for this one. They need to kind of specify that a little bit more for the game. His crit damage is 50% at base, which is pretty impressive. Crit rate is very low. So I can see why the second best unipart is going to be the lizard type. Max stats, HP 13,000, attack 961, defense 614, speed 105. And then look like when you max him out, it goes up plus 263. And then his crit rate does go up a lot more when he actually has his max stats to 32. So that's impressive. I'm glad that they actually do show a stat increase when you level up for your crit rate without any gear. That's another reason why I wanted to show it this way, just in case I am missing something like that. Now let's go to the skills. Okay, I learned that today too. We're learning a lot together, guys. So basically, it look like the max you can do is 12, but I'm also assuming this is because of the awakening, the A6 of him. So basically, I don't think I should kind of look at it, but I guess we go look at it like this. So at max, the shot damage he does with a normal attack is 78%. And then on his combat skill, Ice Break, deals shot damage and ice damage equal to 280% of the user attack to a single kaiju. So basically, that's a lot of damage because the attack was like 200 plus. After attacking, applies ice crystal 2 turns that is the same as passive. skill to the target. So look at a passive skill. After attacking the combat, after activating combat skill, follow-up skill, or ultimate against a kaiju, Ice Crystal State applies Ice Crystal 2 turns to adjacent kaiju. After an ally attacks, deal additional ice damage to 30% of the user of the applier's attack, which I'm guessing is still Reno, so 32% of his attack. And then we got his follow-up skill, deal shot damage equal to 132 of the unit's attack to a single kaiju. And then we also got his ultimate. Before attacking, applies crit rate 15% to 2 turns to this unit. Deal shot damage. Deal shot and ice damage equal to 251% of the unit attack to single kaiju. Deal shot and ice damage equal to 125 of the units adjacent. After attacking, has 65% chance to apply freeze, so it goes from 50% to 65%. It applies freeze from 1 turn to the target. Delays target next action order by 30%. After turn of rise, takes additional damage to 30% of the user's attack. So that's all his skills at max stats. So we'll go look at his passive from leveling up. So after receiving the combat skill, has a 50% for 1 SP. I don't think these change due to level. After starter wave, applies Ice Crystal 2 turns. That is the same as passive skill. So gets even more Ice Crystals from basically getting into level 40. And level 60, when attacking the kaiju in Ice Crystal State, this unit damage dealt plus 18%. So yeah, 40, or how to slightly back, 40, 60, 80 is how that works. So yeah, it doesn't look like it changes. So basically it stays the same no matter what, no matter you're maxed out or not. And then we're gonna go back. We'll talk about the priority of his skills. So as you can see, my Reno is just level 73. Not quite there yet at 80, but his attack is still 1580, which is pretty high. That's why I kind of showed the max out stats of the one they gave us for comparison. Now, I personally think that Reno has 2 different things he could use, but I was kind of going off of an overall guide for him. So they suggested that I go with the spider type for him, which is attack plus 28, effect hit rate 13.4%, and when an equipped unit has attacks a kaiju that already has a debuff or status element, the equipped unit damage dealt plus 15%. So anytime Reno applies ice status to someone, he's getting plus 15 on his damage. So that's pretty good for the overall damage. Secondarily, I would say the lizard type would be a good one for Reno. And let's see. And I kind of have all his skills maxed out, so I already talked about this. And you can see right now, without being awakened to A6, the max is 10. So this is 42 damage while I'm at 3. 208 damage while I am at 2. Well, 3 as well, my bad. And then 179 and 89%, which is still not bad. But also, don't be like me. I would say definitely prioritize your skills. So the way you want to go for this is ultimate, combat skill, then passive, then follow up, and then normal attack last. You want to prioritize maxing one out. Do it that way. And then the last thing we have to talk about for Reno, I just gotta figure out how to get to it. Up here at the top. So this is going to be his awakening. If you are fortunate enough to pull multiple Renos, or you just got that gotcha look in video games, he does have additional stats from awakening. So his A1 is, before activating ultimate, applies crit damage plus 30% for 1 turn to this unit. So just getting 1 extra copy of Reno just going to make a big difference due to him getting extra crit damage plus 30%. When attacking a kaiju on Ice Crystal State, this unit defense penetration rate plus 60%. That's A2. Normal attack and combat skill plus 2. Normal attack and combat skill level plus 2. So that's basically is the how you saw 12 instead of 10. That's what that is. Restoration of cold energy. Each time ice additional damage from Ice Crystal activates, this unit ultimate gauge goes up plus 2. So anytime your teammates attack an enemy and they get that ice damage to proc, your ultimate charges faster. That's A4. Compatible with strongest weapon. Ultimate passive skills go up by plus 2. I don't know why they wrote it like that, but still, that's what it means. Awakened compatible user A6. Ice additional damage multiplied by ice crystal plus 60%. So at that point, he's just doing almost 120% total ice damage to the enemy. Reno is a very strong unit. And I definitely suggest if you can pull him multiple times and you have the resources and the luck, definitely do so. And then I will go to the, what's it called? Pickup. Since they allow you to try the character, I think it'd be easier for me to just do it this way instead of using my own Reno. So this is gonna give you a tutorial how to use him as well. So you're wondering about him, I just want to try him. They kind of give you an overview of everything that he can do. So honestly, I should use the best in slot team, but I don't have it maxed out. Okay, so we could just go ahead and do this combat. So it's good that they put him on there because this dude is a buffer. I should have used his skill, now that I think about it. So yeah, I should just get straight to Reno. I might edit this so I just show Reno. So for Reno, this is gonna be his combat skill. So whenever he hits them, it go have a chance to freeze, and it should spread to another target, which it didn't that time. So let me go ahead and use him because his combat skill basically buffs people. See, everybody got attack up. I'm gonna use her combat skill. She just recovers people HP, which I don't think she really needs to use that. So let's try this one. Maybe I should have started from the right side to kind of make sure I proc that. Yes. Did I actually kill him? Like I said, Reno does a lot of damage. See the ice crystal just proc whenever he did it that time. See how I hit that person over here on the right side too? Every time Reno attacks somebody, he's proccing that thing more and more. And his SP does recharge every single turn because his passive. So notice I use that max right now. There you go, and then we got a follow-up attack. That's almost dead. I'm gonna boost my team's attack a little bit more. On the side of the screen, you'll see all the buffs that happen from every character. I probably am gonna. Oh look, now you get to see his follow skill. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this to finish that one off. We're gonna do the attack up. And since he has his buff, I'm gonna actually buff. He might die before I can. Okay, there we go. And now I can actually show off Reno's ultimate. And you can see how much damage it does. Wait, did he have Wyvern type on? It was gonna do big damage regardless. I kind of wish you could kind of look at this stuff in reverse on the side of the screen. But whenever you have a certain unipart on, you will see the uniparts activated on the left side. Anytime your person activates a passive skill or something like that, all of it pops up on the left side of the screen for you to view. So that's gonna be Reno. Like I said, I don't technically need to show mine, but you kind of know what it does. But I will say my damage is gonna differ from that. But at the same time, everybody's experience is gonna be slightly different depending on if you choose to go to the spider route or choose to go to the lizard route. Also, one last thing I'll note before I end the video off: squad setup. So for Reno, this is my overall team. This is my general use team. I kind of wish you can kind of label them. Actually, you can. Well, learn something new today as well on top of that. So I'm gonna label them later. So whenever I get her set up, I'm actually gonna do a video on her as well. But so this is a great team setup because you have a shot and slash damage. You got Mina as a buffer, and then you got the blunt damager. Honestly speaking, he helps for survivability because he does apply shields. She basically applied buffs for her whole team, kind of like the other guy earlier. And Jen is going to help with damage and spread of Ren's ice crystals. So this is a good team you could use. If you have Sagan and you got Sagan early, you can basically use this team as well. Because Sagan's going to basically still kind of increase the team defenses with her counter. She's gonna do more damage, so she's gonna be more like a DPS counter character. So that would be another way you can do team composition. And that is gonna be my Reno overview. I don't have this team cut up completely set up, otherwise I would have used my own team build for this. But I hope you guys are enjoying Reno. He is one of the coolest characters. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I really tried not to. Anyhow, but yeah, he's really dope. I love Reno. He's just a chill guy. Okay, I need to stop. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. If you like my video, like my video. If you all want to support my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Have a great day, and see you guys in the next one.